Hi, happy Wooper wins everybody. My name is Cyanize. This is Mystic Aidan. Sorry if it sounds like he's on a toaster. That's just the hand we're dealt with
Yep,
today.
it's I'm just not doing it. I just moved back for university. Finals did not go great. Don't ask. Uh,
Okay.
got back. Most of my stuff is still packed away. I haven't bothered getting out my PC or anything because I'm going to Italy. Literally, at least we're leaving to go to the airport in about 12 hours from now.
hmm
So I'm not getting out my PC because when I get back from Italy, I'm almost immediately moving out and into the new apartment. So I'm just all over the place. What's been up with you, man?
Dude, nothing but Vocaloid in Project Sekai, and that's really about it. I forgot to talk about it in the last episode, but the Miku movie, that kind of like it changed me somehow. It was like a weird awakening that I never knew I had, but like I'm surprisingly like super into Vocaloid in Project Sekai now. It's so weird.
Trust me, we have all seen your Twitter. You have been descending into madness over the past like couple weeks. I've been watching like all your stuff has slowly been leading more Project Sakai. I've been watching it happen in real time. I was like, what happened in that movie that got him that hard?
The craziest thing is that like it's not even like a good movie. It's not even like your life will be changed from it. It was just cozy and fun. And I don't know, that's all it really needed to be. And also it's kind of funnily enough, I'm not even like really joking either about this. Miku is like Jesus Christ in the movie and she like literally resurrects herself like after 3 days.
I I got the vibe from the trailer that it was like sort of an artificial life form thing, but I did not expect that.
She is
Huh.
this world's Jesus Christ, all right? And I'm joking with that, but also not really. It's so hard to explain.
What
Um
is it with Japan, the color blue, and Jesus Christ?
I don't
First
understand.
Persona 3, now Hatsune Miku.
But yeah.
What? Huh. Oh, and speaking of Jesus, we have a new pope. That's
Oh
cool.
my god, I don't want to get into that.
I don't want to talk about it, but I do think it is pretty cool that I'm going to Italy. We are literally going to the Vatican. One of the first stops. We're too late for the white smoke, I think, but that's pretty crazy, right?
Wait, the American Pope or like an actual like Pope?
Well, a pope got elected, it's the American guy or whatever, and we're basically going to Italy just after a new pope got chosen. That's just crazy timing.
Bruh. That is crazy. No, but yeah, I won't get into Project Sekai or anything like that at all. I just want to say the movie's great and I cannot wait for it to come on digital. Give it a watch. It's fun. I think you and your girlfriend would enjoy it a lot.
Yeah, I the only real exposure to Miku is it was like haha Miku Fortnite. They started actually listening to some Miku songs. I mean, I talked about this before, the creeping under the light stuff, but weirdly, my feed has like all the Miku one is gone. It's now all Teto. All of it is Teto. Oh my god.
There has
I
been a
don't
lot of
know.
Teto lately.
I'm just I like this character in a way that I cannot comprehend because I've not listened to a lot of like actual Teto stuff, but it's just I the way I've seen people put it is that Miku fans are saying Teto fans always act like they're on crack. And honestly, I think I prefer the latter.
She looks like she's on crack. Like every depiction I see of her.
No, she looks like she's a pear.
Oh, the Teto pair, yeah.
God, I love that stupid image. It conveys such a specific emotion.
You know, I said I wasn't gonna get into it, but I also played the Mesmerizer fan game. It's a fan game of that one song called Mesmerizer, and it's like,
I've definitely heard of it.
yeah, it's made in RPG Maker, and one of the enemies you can find is a Teto pair, and you can fight
Oh
it, and
my
it's
god.
terrifying.
Yeah, I am. Trust me, I am well aware of that song.
Yeah. Rest assured, by the way, Cyanize viewers, the channel will still be about Nintendo. I promise.
It's just you're just gonna be seeing conveniently in all the Fortnite background footage. Why is all of it Miku now?
Yeah.
I'm thinking Miku, Miku, ooh
And you know what's
wee
crazy too? It's like apparently all my friends have been like Miku or Project Sekai fans, and they were like, "Dude, what took you so long?" They were like waiting on me this whole time, and suddenly we've just like gotten closer because of that.
The last time that I specifically did try with the Sakai stuff specifically was when I was streaming the Fortnite Miku thing, as terrible as that stream was, I was like, what's the difference between Miku and Project Sakai? And 3 separate people said in chat at the same time, don't ask. So, uh, whatever y'all say, I understood, guys. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of anything else relevant.
I don't know if there's any other
other than
bases to
that.
catch up on. I'm still waiting for Ultron and
Oh.
Rivals, dude. It's taking way too long. I
I was about
we have
to
a
say,
month, but oh my god.
Speaking of rivals, I hit Lord. I'm fucking goated as Cap.
Yeah,
But,
your first Lord. Good job.
It's just kind of funny though, because all my friends are like way higher level than me. Most of them actually play ranked. I'm like, haha, I had Lord as Lord, guys. Wait, do any of you guys have Lord yet? I don't think if any of you mentioned it. No. I have not played a single ranked game ever on Marvel Rivals. My account still keeps giving me the make sure to try ranked thing. I have not played a single game, and yet I am the only one of us, the lowest leveled, and I'm the only one with the Lord.
That is hilarious. I'm wondering if they just fill a lot. They don't have a main.
Honestly, well, they all have like one person of each thing or whatever, and I guess they switch a lot. But it's like everyone knows that Aidan's the tank guy. Aidan plays Cap. That's the rule. It's just, I'm pretty sure this is what happens. It's like all my friends are like, Aidan, just pick Cap for the love of God, and it works every time.
Get off, healer. Get play Cap.
Stop playing Scarlet Witch. Get the fuck out, man. Like, I'm decent with Jeff, and I consider myself okay with Witch, but it's just, no, Aidan picked Instalocks Cap. If anybody else picks Tank, then he could switch. But that's your job. It's that one scene from Rick and Morty with the robot on the table. What is my purpose? Play Cap. Oh.
Oh boy.
I don't care. Love that guy.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Oh, do we talk about the Star Wars Fortnite season yet?
Oh, you know what? That's not even on the news. So
That
actually,
wasn't
yeah.
on the news, and I just popped into my head. What do you think of it?
I think it's peak fiction. So it's kind of weird because like we're gonna get updates throughout the season. Like they just announced we're gonna get 2 new Force abilities in the next few days. So it's not even like we have all the content there, but what we do have. This was super controversial, but now that I think about it, I think this is the best thing they did. They replaced the entire loot pool with Star Wars guns, and none of them have ammo. It's all unlimited. People hated it, also because the weapons are hit scan, including the snipers. I can see why people were a little angry, but outside of that, like it's just fun. It's so different. It's such a radical change to the game that I didn't know I wanted until I started playing it.
I am a little mixed on it, but it's because I feel like there's some slight tweaks that need to be made. First of all, it is a pain in the ass to find lightsabers. Unless you're specifically going for a boss, the odds of you finding one of the lightsaber spawns in the open until like late game is remarkably slim. Like they mark them on the map, but I don't think they spawn for like a long ass time. That shit should be on the map and have more spawn during the game.
They spawn after the first circle, usually for me.
Usually for me, I don't see them till second or third.
That's
at least in my
weird.
experience. It's just, I feel they need to be made a little more prevalent. And second of all, I know the plan is to add more guns and stuff to the loot pool. I like the idea of replacing everything out, but I think it needed maybe at least one more gun of each type to make it more interesting. Because as it is right now, because of how similar some of the weapons look, it is very hard to distinguish certain like guns just from looking at them. So it's like, I have to figure it out by the name. It's not like the regular Fortnite loot pool where it's like, obviously, the pump shotgun and the auto shotgun look completely different. It's, like the 2 scatter blaster shotguns or whatever look very similar.
Dude, you know
Same
what's
for the assault rifles.
You know what's hilarious is that all the people who played Battlefront 2, I was streaming day one. One of my friends played Battlefront 2 and he went into this. He's like, "Oh, I know what this does," and I'm like, "Okay, I guess." So he basically explained the weapons for us, and we got a hang of it. But it was kind of freaking hilarious.
Yeah, it's like, I think it's a fun idea. It's a really interesting idea, but I think it specifically isn't the best designed idea. Just because it's hard to distinguish things at a first glance. Like, that first game, I was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, It's so close, and like I said, that and the lightsabers being like weirdly scarce, unless you go straight for like the Vader boss, for example. It's like it's so close, but it's not the Star Wars season yet. I assume by episode 3 it'll probably where I'd like it to be at more, but I'll be out of the country, so
Dude,
not like I'm playing until like the last week.
I think the thing I also find very interesting is that the X-wing and Tie fighters, they are like the most balanced vehicle that has ever come to Fortnite ever, to the point where it's not even that good. I would argue, and it kind of sucks. I wish they like did like. Dude, if somebody sees you in the air, they can shoot you down so easily. Like you have barely any evasive maneuvers. You can't even barrel roll with the X-wings, which I think is so hilarious
Yeah,
to me.
what's weird is that I haven't found any of them either. I guess I didn't play much outside of the couple rounds I played with my girlfriend, but like, oh, there's the TIE fighter. I saw it go overhead, and I was like, wait, that's the first time I've seen it, and I immediately got headshot by somebody behind me. So I'm like, well, fuck. I didn't even get a chance to fight one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, quick little side tangent. I forgot to mention the life update. I did mention my girlfriend. Part of why I haven't been so, I guess, active on YouTube is that I've been very busy with stuff, but I've also been helping her rebrand her online profile stuff. Like, I guess her online brand, she's gonna start streaming soon. Clover the Manatee. It's my pinned tweet and on, Twitter and Blue Sky. So it should be easy to find. But I forgot to say this in the life update section, but I am very proud of her. So that's pretty darn cool.
Yeah,
But,
it's like raising a child on the internet for the first time. This
it's...
is who you follow. This is who
No,
you.
I wouldn't say like a child. It's more like, I guess it feels like a master apprentice scenario.
Star
You know
Wars,
what I mean?
back to Star Wars, bitch.
Yeah, I know. It's totally back to Star Wars. It's like I'm slowly teaching her the ways of the Force. I'm like, all right, this is how you do this and stuff. I'm like, she's slowly getting it now. But problem is, out of the country. Part of my job is I'm supposed to set up a lot of her OBS stuff, and well, I can't really do any of that yet, unfortunately. Because, well, aside from the fact not all the art assets are done, I can't get to OBS when I'm not even taking my laptop.
Mm-hmm.
So, boo-hoo. But,
Yeah.
wanted to get that out of the way.
I'm glad you
All right.
brought up Fortnite. I genuinely forgot about it. It didn't even cross my mind. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say, dude. I love turning around when the battle bus is going north, and I'm like, I make this joke every single time, but I'm like, guys, don't look behind you. Or he's right behind me.
Don't the Star Destroyers follow you or something?
Well, they don't follow you. They just sit there. No, the scary thing is the Death Star is just behind you, and it's so big.
And also I want to say, the mini season concept. What do you think about that?
I think it's amazing. I don't know. It's annoying the battle passes are worth that much, but at the same time, I have Fortnite crew, so I don't really care. But, I mean, I guess it's a way for them not to do mini collab passes like they did in Chapter 5. They could just do full-on seasons like this.
I think it's a huge improvement over the mini passes, because here's the thing. Like, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collab, that was great. Perfectly matched with the theme of the season, and the weapons integrated great. But, like, for example, the Avatar one was so, like, intrusive.
Oh, when it fucked over the season.
Yeah,
theme.
the whole season. It's like, the fact that we're moving the mini passes from sort of kind of taking over what's happening to being their own little isolated month gap between other, like, larger seasons, I like that. I like that a lot.
I love that's a month too, because I know a lot of people aren't a fan of the whole loophole being replaced with Star Wars themed items. But again, it's a month long. Like it'll be okay. We'll get back to
if you don't like that, go play OG, goofy ass.
that. Like Fortnite OG's right there, dude. Like, why are we complaining? There's so many options. If you want to play Fortnite in a certain way, you have options. Like, why are we complaining in the big 2025?
Yeah, it's a fun thing. And did you see that, like, the next several seasons leaked?
I don't, dude. Fortnite, like, well, I know they purposely like leave files like decrypted. Yeah, they leave files decrypted on purpose.
Apparently, this was from an insider they forgot to give an NDA to.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like they
That's-
let stuff leak purposely sometimes to drum up hype, but this is like, are you serious? We just had the roadmap
Yeah.
last year. Are you kidding me?
But you did see what the next mini season is, right?
Fuck, remind me. I actually don't remember. I like
I'm
looked
gonna
at
type
it.
it in the chat because I don't want to say it out loud because that's really far ahead spoilers. But I'm curious what your reaction to this was because I was like, I mean, there's
How?
enough for a mini seasons, yeah, but how? Like, there's enough skins to easily fill out a mini season. Like, it's an IP we haven't had
And
in the
this
game
is
yet,
like,
but
dude,
it's like, what?
this is assuming like we're doing the same format as Star Wars. This series, which I get, I think it's fair we don't name in case like Epic comes out after our throats, but like, it's like, yeah, how are you going to replace the whole loophole for this IP? This isn't Star
Like,
Wars.
there's definitely shit from the show for how long it's been going that you could easily make like a couple weapons for it. But it's like you can't replace the full loot pool for this without a lot of reskins, right?
I don't think
Like,
so.
like off the top of my head, like oh, a slingshot. Part of me if that somehow gives it away, but it's like that's not gonna replace every pistol. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. It's too. We're currently in the Star Wars season. I'm having a good time with it. We'll cross the bridge when we get there.
Yeah, I'm just pissed that Grievous is battle pass and you have to work for him.
Oh, don't worry. He's the secret skin.
Yeah, I know he's a secret skin, but it's like that was the one Star Wars character my girlfriend wanted in the game because she's never played Fortnite before.
Yeah.
But she loves Star Wars. That was my excuse to get her on the game. And
That's
it's
my
like,
favorite
and then they
character.
announced Grievous is an item shop, and it's like I can't gift with V-Bucks.
That is my favorite Star Wars character as well. That is the main reason I'm playing this game, dude. I crashed out when when I realized he was secret skin. I'm like, I have to wait till May 15th to play as Grievous. So my ass went in as Mystique, killed the NPC on the island, and played as Grievous for a bit.
Okay. You want to move on to our actually listed news now?
Oh my god, yeah, dude, yeah, we did have that. Let me go grab it. Oh, where did it go? Where did it go?
I already hold up. I'll just reply to it on Discord real quick.
I found it. Dude, that Thunderbolts movie or the new Avengers.
Oh my god, that movie was like I saw that in theaters. I walked out. And my first thought was, "Holy shit, I care about Marvel again."
Dude, it's so crazy
Wow.
because like a lot of the characters, like the main characters in this movie, are the characters that like we all like wrote off of. Well, I don't want to say we all did, but like, 'cause I liked most of them before this movie, but like I knew a lot of people were just like, bro, I hate discount Black Widow, I hate discount Captain America, but like suddenly they all worked beautifully together. Like what?
Yeah, it was a case of like, oh, what an interesting selection of characters. Like the only one I was really excited to see was John Walker, cause like U.S. agent, cause I mean he's not Captain America, but our new Captain America can fly, and it's not the same combat as the old Captain America. And
Yeah.
there was a bit of that shield cool stuff in the movie, not enough as I'd like, but it was like they made me care about all these people, including Black Widow characters, which I don't know. I didn't like that movie.
Actually insane. I don't want to get into spoilers, but like it made me want to see more Taskmaster, which I think is insane.
It's God. They finally gave her a good suit that was comic accurate. Then oh my God, Taskmaster is my forever crash out character for the MCU because I was so excited. Why couldn't he just like be how he was in Marvel vs. Capcom 3? It was right there.
Dude,
Oh.
I want to get into it, but I really don't want to spoil. But yeah, it's rough. I loved Red Guardian. He's always funny, but he was funny in this too.
Yeah, in very interesting character to include because I was like, why do we have two Cap likes? And then once you see his group dynamic, it makes more sense why he's there. You know what I mean?
Dude, I mean,
Uh,
he just makes everything happy. Like he tries to, when everyone's depressed, he's like, guys, it's gonna be okay.
yeah, gonna throw out a call out right now though. He is not surviving the next two Avengers movies.
Damn.
He's not making it. I'm sorry, he's gonna get his shit rocked at some point. He's
Actually,
perfectly positioned to be the second most disposable member in that poster.
You know, I actually thought I won't describe the scene too vividly, but like I thought the scene where he got thrown out the glass or the glass window or whatever, I thought he was dead right then and there.
Oh, I thought it was over.
I was like, no.
God, they're that's gonna hurt my heart if he goes. It will.
Yeah.
But
Who would have thunk, dude? Suicide Squad featuring depression makes a good movie.
yeah, it's winning formula that DC forgot how to cook with. Well, I mean, they did eventually, but you know,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Dude, I don't have the Xbox price increases on me, but like, what do you think about that? Because I have strong feelings.
Yeah, they basically we're at the point of the console generation where right now, exactly right now, timeline wise for PlayStation 5 and Xbox, they're supposed to have the original models get a slight price cut and game bundles right now. And they announced that Xbox is going up in price, and I think PlayStation is too. I don't. PlayStation hasn't announced it yet. I don't think. Outside of the PS5 Pro increasing in
Nothing
price or
on
something.
Sony, luckily for now.
No, Sony announced they were increasing prices.
Wait, what?
It was, yeah. Hold up. Let me Google this real quick. I forgot what the exact one was.
Are we
PlayStation.
sure? Are you sure it's not like accessories or something? Because
It was on Topps Twitter a while back. Yeah, PS5 price to rise in Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. It's not specifically in America yet, but it did get jacked in Europe.
oh, okay. Well, okay. Until it affects us, it doesn't matter. But no, I get what you mean.
It's gonna trickle down. It's gonna trickle down.
But anyway, I think it's very interesting with Xbox because, yeah, this is like everything. Consoles, accessories, controllers, everything. This is interesting, though, because, look, I don't mean to bring up the console wars. They don't really matter anymore. But if we had to pick who's the big loser of 2025, it's Xbox right now. And yet they have the gall to increase prices. Now, a lot of people I talked to said that, they're just trying to, like, still make money back on inventory. Because I think they are trying to transition away from the console market to software now, which obvious reason as to why. But
yeah, be honest. Which of y'all owns an Xbox One X? Be honest. Go ahead.
I have
You
One.
can say
I
it.
have an Xbox One, and that's like 2 generations ago.
I have an Xbox One S that I won out of a claw machine. I have not had to upgrade since then.
Seriously,
Not
yeah.
a single Xbox Series X game has convinced me. None of them.
This really is just like trying to make money back on like inventory and whatnot, because there was no reason to get an Xbox Series X, but now there's definitely not a reason to get a Series X.
I just want to throw this out because this just popped into my head. Maybe they're increasing the base price, so for Black Friday they can slash it to their usual discount prices, and it looks like a bigger price cut. That just like clicked in my mind. Listen, you might not buy an Xbox One X Xbox Series X at 20% off, but if it says 40% off, minus down $200, shit, that looks like a really good deal on paper if you weren't tracking the price before this.
How the fuck does everybody have become Mr. Krabs in the big 2025? Like, bro. And they're getting away with it too.
It's shitty as fuck, but I mean, when you think about it, I guess that would probably get at least a couple moms or parents.
I'm gonna be real. I think the gaming industry is like too big to fail, because like we're not seeing price cuts like at all on anything AAA related.
Yeah, it's just so interesting because I feel like Xbox is gonna dip out sometime next generation, but then it's also like that only leaves Nintendo and Sony, both of which are in situations where I feel like, I feel like the PlayStation 6 is gonna fucking bomb.
Probably,
But
and
it's
Nintendo's too big
Switch
to
2
fail.
is doing amazing. Like, God, what fucking timeline is it where this is Nintendo, the company that released the Wii U? How the fuck are they on top? Like, technologically and in sales.
No, and so
What the shit?
it is actually scary, the fact that Nintendo Switch 2 is gonna run some games better than PS5. It really just depends on like how good the port job is. But like Street Fighter 6, the fact that I forgot what it is specifically, but it's gonna run better than most console ports.
Generally, the shading looks better. That's just something I noticed immediately. It's different, but I think it kind of makes the game pop a little more.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. But it's like, what the fuck? Also, I will say, big advantage. That game is launched for $60 on Switch, but with the first 2 years of DLC just included. So it's like, hey, that's good. If anybody's gonna buy SF6 for the first time now, it's either on Steam or PlayStation for a big price cut, or they're grabbing it on Switch with all the DLC included.
Dude,
Like,
outside of it
if
being a
you
game
had
key
the
card,
choice-
like it's a great deal.
Yeah, and honestly, I might just get the game digital just to have it downloaded on my Switch at all times. Like, that's crazy, right?
I mean, we talked about it last episode, but the game key cards are just pushing us to do digital instead. Like, there's no point.
It's lame as fuck, but whatever. But we will talk more about digital games later specifically. But back to Xbox. Fuck are y'all doing?
The fuck y'all doing?
No, the worst part is that out of my 2 Xbox controllers, my blue one, the one that I got from the Xbox One controller lab back when that was still up for Christmas that year, got that, and I've been using it as my main controller. I've had it plugged in usually into my PC for my like PNG tuber stuff. It's finally giving out. So it's like I'm like, oh man, I was just saying to myself, well, I guess I'll buy a new Xbox controller so I can use it on PC and stuff. And then literally the day after the price changes happened, and I was like, you've got to be fucking with me, right? Guess I'm buying used?
I guess. That's all you can rely on. And, like, nobody wants to buy a used copy, but, oh well.
Yeah, it's either that or go to GameStop and get that nice red one that I saw one time, and I was like, damn, I'll buy that if I ever need a new Xbox controller, and pray they haven't raised the price yet.
That is a red one!
Yes.
The GTA 6 trailer. I know you don't care, but it looks really good. Apparently that whole trailer was captured on PS5. They, like, made sure to clarify.
That, I think, is crazy. Like, I saw snippets of the trailer. Didn't seem to have any gameplay.
That was all
At
gameplay.
least from what I saw.
Cutscenes, but, like...
Well, it was all cutscenes running in engine.
Yeah.
I'll see it when I see how the game plays.
Fair enough.
I'll believe it when I see that shit.
That being said, I guess also on the topic of GTA 6, it got delayed again to 2026. I know it's a bummer, but like, it means that every game that comes out in 2025 can now compete for Game of the Year at the very least.
Hey, listen, Donkey Kong Bonanza, now is your time.
You have nothing stopping you.
Nintendo, drop a holiday title that actually sells well enough to beat GTA 6, and my life is yours.
I feel so horrible because your toaster mic is like butchering your bits so badly.
Yeah, I figured it would happen.
Yeah.
But come on, Nintendo, now's the time. If you had anything cooking that you were waiting on delaying, because I just want to say, so many companies with holiday release dates just breathe the biggest sigh of relief and are now ready to actually reveal the release dates instead of delaying everything to January now.
Yeah.
Oh, the biggest size relief just passed around the room. Sega, you can finally drop the Sonic Racing Crosswords release date. Yeah. Your 2 biggest competitors are still probably going to outsell you.
GTA
but you don't need to be too worried now.
GTA 6 is a competitor to a racing game.
Well, to be fair, remember, GTA's main audience is 5-year-olds, so...
Yeah. Dude, I need your opinion. Jason Duval's VA. I don't know if you fully watched the trailer.
They confirmed it. It's not Roger Craig Smith.
Okay, but
he talks about it on his Instagram. He was like, "I'm flattered, guys, but that is not me."
Aw. That being said, though, oh my god, look, I don't know if I'm bi or anything, or if I'm swinging a different way, but his voice got me feeling something. Am I alone on this?
Cyan gay counter goes up once more.
Am I crazy? I mean, Lucia's great too, but I expected that. But Jason, dude, when he spoke to me, and he was fixing that roof, dude, oh my goodness, I don't know.
Yeah, listen, Cyan, I mostly made jokes about this or whatever, but I'm starting to think you're at least a little bisexual, like at least 5%.
I can appreciate a hardworking man who can fix any problem I have in the house at a moment's notice.
That is somehow gayer than what you just said 5 seconds ago.
Oh, and also he's hella oiled up in the trailer, dude. He's out in the Florida sun, dude. Oh my goodness.
Uh-huh. I will say, I am so interested, specifically the fact that it does take place in Florida, because it's that's part of the reason that's tempting me to get it, because can they secure the right to include Publix in the game? That's what I'm wondering. Where's the Publix parody? I understand it takes place in Vice City again, but that was in the PS2 days. Florida has evolved. Will there be a Publix parody in the game? That's the one thing I need to know. It's gotta be somewhere in there, right?
So true.
It's gotta be. It's Florida. It's gotta be.
All right. Now moving on to something kind of bumming. Give me a second because I want to pull up the tweet like specifically, so I'm not like miswording this at all. We live in a horrible world full of misinformation, and so I want to make sure I'm quoting this to the T here. So yes, guys, this is the token political section, but we'll not get into the politics of it. This is important because it affects like the media we watch.
This is very important for you. You watching this right now.
Oh, it is.
That's right.
It is. Guys, if you guys are movie like cinephiles like me, I guess this is gonna affect you. So
They really need a better word for that.
Oh yeah, probably. So from Donald J. Trump at Real Donald Trump on X Twitter.com.
I thought it was on his stupid website.
I don't know. The movie industry in America is dying. A very fast death. Other countries are offering all sorts of incentives to draw our filmmakers and studios away from the United States. Hollywood and many other areas within the USA are being devastated. This is a concerted effort by other nations and therefore a national security threat. It is, in addition to everything else, massaging and propaganda. That is, I don't know how to pronounce that word.
It's propaganda,
Messaging and propaganda. Therefore, I am authorizing the Department of Commerce and the United States Trade Representative to immediately begin the process of instituting a 100% tariff on any and all movies coming into our country that are produced in foreign lands. We want movies made in America again. And just to show how much of an impact this has, you might think, stuff from like Studio Ghibli's just not going to come over. No, this affects Culture Crave, like listed it out. Avengers Doomsday, The Odyssey, Avatar 4, and Supergirl are being affected by this. Okay, this isn't just like American-made movies. This is like, if you happen
This is basically American-made movies getting hit by this, not just your little anime niche stuff.
Yeah. This is censorship. This is just straight up censorship. If your movie can't happen to afford the tariff, then say goodbye. It's not coming to your local AMC.
So I will say I find this specifically very interesting because how do you tariff a movie release? Because that makes me wonder, is it specifically on the reels getting imported? Is it on ticket sales? How do you put a tariff on a fucking ticket that a movie theater literally prints out in America? So, like, I wonder that specifically. Is it just they just charge the studios? Or, like, then they raise the question, what about straight to streaming? Because I feel like a lot of these movies, like, a lot of anime movies especially, if this is specifically on reels imported, probably won't be getting a lot of theatrical re-releases like we've been seeing recently. But they'll still just get plopped on Crunchyroll. Like, so that begs the question, what the fuck is this even a tariff on?
Dude, it makes no sense, and we're not going to know until he clarifies as well. I think it just bums me out because I know I can't help myself. I keep bringing up the Miku movie, but we just had the Miku movie, and I thought that was a miracle to like see that in a theater. We're never going to get something like that again after this, I think. Like, we're never, like... It is straight up censorship, and also, again, this affects Avengers Doomsday. Avengers! Are you kidding me? Like... Bro, wait, what do you mean movies that have to be made in America? Why are we like racist against other like forms of media coming from different...
Yeah.
Why does it matter where it comes from? This is such a non-issue.
Here's the thing. I just want to add another one of my 2 cents on this. This is definitely going to impact a lot of smaller countries. They're like, we don't even have beef with... I don't like New Zealand has a massive film industry because they provide a lot of grants to filming in New Zealand. That's where like Power Rangers was filmed for years. But it's like they're just getting fucking kneecapped by this. That's a very good part of their economy. And it's like, what fuck you mean, man? And the thing is, it's like, what about like movies and stuff that intentionally want to be shot in the country they're based in? It's like, that's just an artistic kneecapping as well. Quite frankly, it's anti-art as well. Not like obviously censorship is like we don't want anti-American ideas. We make it in America. People are still going to make very much anti-American movies inside America. That's extremely possible. It's been done for years. Like I'll specifically say there definitely is a level of like there's foreign ideas in movies or whatever. Like I watched this thing ages ago about superhero movies, and milk was apparently a thing to appeal to a Chinese audience. Or the Chinese government or something. I don't know. I don't know if that's just conspiracy or what. It's been like a year or two, but like, yeah, that was specifically made to appeal to a Chinese government thing. But it's like, it's fucking milk in movies. It's not like the American military doesn't actively pay to put the military in very good lights in movies. We are well aware of how much money they pay Disney. But it's like, dude, we're doing the same shit. Fuck you putting a tariff on. You're like, all these companies have benefits for filming there. Bitch, set up film grants in America. Oh, I'm sorry. You're too busy cutting funding from PBS. Oh, boo fucking who. Like, Jesus Christ. Elmo just put out an ad on LinkedIn. You know how bad that is? I'm serious. Fucking Google it.
Is it actually on LinkedIn?
I fucking Google it.
It is on
Elmo LinkedIn.
It is on LinkedIn. Holy shit.
Yes, it's Elmo's posting on LinkedIn. He's like, if you need someone who can spell his name, hit me up. Like, what the fuck, man?
What the fuck? No, but it's like
Elmo had a fucking job. He's 4. He can't afford that apartment.
Yeah. You know, like, in my opinion, it's like the Switch tariffs, and I guess like video game, like the electronic entertainment like tariffs that we've been experiencing. You know what? As crazy as it is to say this, I think I could at least stomach that, because like it's whatever. It's an inconvenience. I'll work through it though.
I'll buy it anyway. I'll make the difference back in ad revenue. We are privileged in that specific aspect.
Exactly. Like, it's not a bother for me. I'm sorry for other people who don't have that luxury, but that's fine. And to an extension, movies also don't affect me too much because I'll just watch it on streaming. But like, it is straight.
I just had another thought on the movies. You know how they could tariff them?
How?
By the sales of the physical media that people are barely buying anymore. Is this just gonna kill DVD sales again?
Oh, yeah, in case they needed more of that. You know, like, Jesus.
Yeah, like with video games, like, just going back to that real quick, like, obviously they can tariff, like, the physical imports of the games and stuff, and then they have to change the digital prices to match so people still buy the physicals. But it's like, damn, they really are shooting it in the dick for DVD sales if that's what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's lame as hell. But continue.
No, I mean, I was just ending my thought by saying, yeah, this is straight up killing censorship. Like, I just don't understand how media is such a problem now. Out of all the things we need to focus on in the country right now that needs to be fixed, it's media coming from other countries. You know, Ratatouille is right there, by the way. Literally, the whole movie's message is, it doesn't matter what the fuck you are, you can still cook. Did we learn nothing from Ratatouille?
Like... Yeah, man, it's such bullshit. Because it's like, obviously, this is an intent is shot at censorship, which you can't fully do in the States because of freedom of speech and all that, but considering recent laws passed, oh, you never know nowadays, man. Who cares? We'll repeal freedom of speech. But it's like, even then, you're still concerned about movies. Motherfucker, YouTube is right there. My dad watches right-wing conspiracy videos when he's bored. Like, that shit's all out there. All of this, like, both sides of the political spectrum is actively being influenced on a public platform people can watch on their TV. And you're taking shots at the already dying movie theater? What? Huh?
Right. Dude, it's, yeah. No words. Just absolutely no words. I'm hoping this is just one of those things he's just saying, won't actually go through with it, but like, out of all the things that have been done so far, I feel like this is like, are you serious? Like, I know there's worse for other people depending on who you ask, but like this, I'm like, this is just
no. I'd say this is definitely one of the worst things he's put a tariff on so far. But it's like he's also trying to reopen Alcatraz, which is currently a museum, and it's like, you know how much money it's gonna take to convert a museum back into a real prison? You know how much this is gonna fucking take? A lot of tax dollars.
Why are we so anti like education and learning and experiencing things? Like, what the hell is going on?
It's something. It's a tool of the government to make people less aware and less likely to influence them and let them do whatever they want or something.
Stop being smart.
That's a little too much for this podcast. Something. The first thing fascists go after is the professors and all that, but that's way above my pay grade. I'm just retorting what I said on Twitter what I saw on Twitter to answer your questions. I am not the correct person to ask about this. Highly encourage doing your own research, checking multiple news outlets at different viewpoints or whatever.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out something, I guess a little more concise than everybody is stupid but me.
I'm a so-called free thinker.
so-called free thinkers when they're asked to form a complete opinion. I got it from a YouTube video.
Anyway, I was about to say something more positive, but I'm gonna be real. Until we get the Switch 2, because I think that menu is a lot more cleaner. The Switch, we have to deal with the Switch 1 for a month, and I don't know about you. I do not like this UI update, among other things about it. But what do you think?
So, unlike a lot of people, I had to move back home. I hadn't seen my girlfriend for a while. But then they dropped the Switch Game Share update literally just before I left. To, long story, go to the beach to meet up with her and her family briefly for like a couple hours before I had to head back home and get packing. But the thing is, while I was there, I was like, "Hey, bring your Switch, update it before we go," and because I want to try the digital game cards thing. And we linked our Switches. It was a really easy process because it's like kind of complicated. It's like, oh, sign in with your Nintendo account, and it's like, so a lot of people dreading that. Obviously, just don't lock your credit card information. Just don't save it on your account. It's really not that difficult.
No shit.
But it's like, you basically go to add a new profile, click import profile, and just scan the QR code. Make sure you already have your Nintendo account saved on your phone, and it will just automatically import your whole Switch profile onto the other Switch. Then you just go to the game card thing, select your profile, click to download it for the first time, and then you just hold the Switches together, linked. It is. I thought it was going to be such a pain in the ass, but it was so easy to get it set up. Just as long as you have your login saved on your phone, it takes like 5 seconds. Mm-hmm. Like, I understand it's kind of annoying you have to do it in person, but it's like, that's not bad at all. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I mean, obviously I'm going to have to unlink it and all that shit when I get my Switch 2 set up. And, completely factory reset my Switch 1 for legal activities.
Yeah.
I swear.
Totally.
legal activities. But
Nintendo, look away.
Honestly, I'm a fan of the virtual game card stuff. I know game sharing existed before. Technically, this removes features or whatever from it, but it's like, I fuck with this heavy. I'm okay with this.
Dude, I was like cool with it until I realized that it just automatically turned all my digital games into game key cards. I wish I could have.
Reminder: game key cards and virtual game cards are separate.
Sorry, my bad. It's easy to mix them up.
You mixed this up 3 times.
The virtual cards, I wish it asked me before automatically turning all my digital games into key card.
You can turn it off in settings.
But like it did it the moment I updated it. Like I didn't get to like do anything with it. Like now I'm like manually making them not virtual cards. Though it is funny, I can give my friend YouTube, so that's cool.
Yeah. The thing is, you can also just go to settings and turn the setting off entirely. It disables everything.
Okay.
Instead of having to do it manually. Yeah, I appreciate they had a little toggle. Though I'm pretty sure it will probably be automatically enforced on Switch 2, if I had to guess.
Yippee.
My only real issue with it is that apparently with the old game share system, 2 people could play the game at the same time. But the big downside was that you couldn't have your own save files for each game. I think very few games had a workaround for it, like Mario Wonder did, because that's weird. Mm-hmm. But you had to like boot it with the profile with the save on it, unless you disabled your cloud saves or whatever. And that's a whole can of worms. But now you can with the game card system, and honestly, I think that's a good upside. I appreciate the trade-off.
Yeah, I feel like I'm never going to use it because I'm surrounded by people who buy the games anyway, so...
Cyan, buddy, when we finally meet in real life, we will link Switches together.
Okay.
You can have my incredible library, such as Shovelware, my favorite indie game of all time, Shovelware.
I cannot play those.
Splatoon 2.
Cannot wait to play those for 2 weeks until Nintendo takes them away.
Sending YouTube to you directly through my mind.
Here's the YouTube app. Here is my.
I will say, it is very nice because now there's actually incentive to buy digital games as well. So I can say fuck the game keycard. I'm getting it digital. I can lend it to my friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Dude, I'm gonna be real. They turned the eShop red, and it is terrifying. I didn't realize how bad it was until I have this person in my server. She is so passionate about this. The red that they used is so saturated for the eShop. It looks like blood. It's actually insane. I don't know what this initiative has been with their like blood red. like redesign on things such as the eShop, but oh my god. Have you logged into it yet? Like it's so weird.
I have. The thing is, as the red guy, I would like to say I actually think it's a very nice shade of red. The problem is that the orange looked nicer. I
Yeah.
associate Nintendo eShop with orange. What the fuck? Why did they change it? Like, I think it's a good shade of red, and on the new actual layout for the Switch, I actually do like the way it's set up. But it's like, oh, that's I don't know if I like that shade of red for the eShop specifically.
It doesn't make me feel invited. I don't know. I just wish it was just slightly desaturated and not as freaking, I guess saturated, that's the word. Like it's just so bright red. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's a nice red. It's just I don't know, man. Maybe not for turning on your Switch and getting ass blasted by it in the face.
Yeah, I will say on the Switch menu itself, even though it has been confirmed the Switch 2 is going to have a black and white theme only. Yay! The UI
Uh,
apparently is going to look a lot better with these updates in mind. It just looks like it looks a little weird on Switch 1. But the colors are going to look a little bit better for the icons when we get the Switch 2. So I think that's cool.
as much as I appreciate, because they had to add in stuff like the actual direct to game share broadcasting feature, which a lot of people are very misinformed about this, thinking it was Switch 2 exclusive. It isn't. It's a thing you can do to Switch 1 titles. I think online sharing is only on Switch 2. But for local sharing, somebody with the Switch 2 can broadcast their Switch 1 games to Switch 1. And it runs without any issue, apparently.
There
Uh,
you go.
and it also, interestingly, apparently uses tech that they developed for the Wii U gamepad, which is just very funny.
There you go. The Wii U came back in a way. I mean, what is it? Like, I remember when the Switch was revealed and somebody made a comparison that, like, the Switch technically has pretty much every feature, I guess, minus the Virtual Boy, pretty much every feature from every single console that Nintendo's ever done.
Yeah, and even then, well, we got the VR eventually, but
Oh, yeah, you're right, actually. I didn't even think of that.
ironically, the Labo Kit is the only game confirmed to absolutely not work as intended on Switch 2, which is just very funny to me.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Uh, hmm. There's one other thought I had. Oh, yeah, once again, I called download play. None of y'all believed it. We got the download play, and it apparently works on Switch 1. Very happy about that.
Hey, there we go.
I miss download play so much.
Yeah, that was iconic on the DS. But now, dude, do you have games that you fought in the past and you want to play them, but unfortunately you have to put them aside to make time for other games? Well, well, you're in the right place for that because we're talking our video game backlog today, and yeah, you guys know what a backlog is, I hope.
Yeah, it's, stuff you haven't played, but Cyan, the way you paused for saying games, I thought you were just gonna wait for me to follow up, and you said, "Do you have games?" I was like, "What the fuck is..." And then you started talking again. I was like, "What the fuck?" But
I was ad
yeah. So
libbing.
the backlog. There's websites to track it. I keep it on the top of my head because I don't give enough of a shit.
Oh, I do too.
Uh, you know, but I made a list. Cyan did it.
Dude, okay, am
So
I crazy? Because like I'll be at work and I'm like, damn, I want to make more progress in Undertale. Like I'll just be like that, you know. That's how I like remember my backlog.
me going to work sees Sans Undertale.
You know
Fuck,
what?
I need to play Undertale.
Seriously, you know what? That's gonna be my first game, Undertale, and by extension, One Shot as well. I watched Indie Cross recently by Moro Productions. I don't know if you've heard of him before.
Trust me, I've seen clips.
All
I
right,
just
all
haven't
right.
watched it yet.
So he's motivated me to play both Undertale and One Shot. They're just selling on my PC. I don't know much about them. One Shot's like a puzzle game or whatever, featuring this like cat person, and then Undertale. Well, I don't need to tell you about
Word of
Undertale.
advice with One Shot: don't close the game.
Don't close it.
Yeah, do you not know the gimmick with One Shot?
I haven't even played it yet.
Well, I mean, it's a pretty well-known gimmick with the game. The whole thing is that if you close the tab, the game ends. It's considered a bad ending, and you have to restart or something.
Wow. So it's really one shot. You have to do it that one time, or you.
Yeah, that's what the name is.
Let's hope it's like a 5-hour game, because if it's not, I'm screwed.
I don't think it's that long.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I obviously it's kind of crazy to put a 2-in-1 here, but I actually have like 30 games in my backlog, so I just thought it'd be cool to combine the two. Yeah, just a lot of indie games in general. You probably have the same thing. Just a lot of indie games just chilling in the backlog, waiting to be played. Yeah. Sorry to steal your thunder. You can share next if you
Yeah,
like.
I was just to add on your thought about indie games. I was kind of trying to avoid putting on like them on here, but yeah, I still need to get the true ending of Sea of Stars. And apparently, the DLC came out.
Oh
Just
yeah.
haven't had the vibe for it. I'll get to it eventually. But first game on my list is Professor Layton.
Which
You,
one?
you know Layton, right?
Or just like
It's kind of a
the first one?
nebulous all of them. I
Oh.
want the Curious Village specifically. I know I mentioned I'm going to Italy. Ahem, I have legally ripped from official cartridges copies of the first 3 games. I have them loaded up on Delta on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my in-flight entertainment. Is that well, at least starting the Curious Village, but it's just been on my mind recently because I guess it just started showing up my YouTube recommended, with especially with the new game coming out. It's like, damn, I haven't finished any Layton games. I started, I think, Miracle Mask on the 3DS, and I'm just really enjoying it. But it was just never got around to finishing it, and when I tried picking it up after a while, it was like, where the fuck am I in the story? So I'm thinking, I'm like, maybe I'll just go at them in order. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I've just been wanting to get around to the Layton games and a lot of level 5 other stuff. Which, by the way, fuck you, level 5. Apparently, they confirmed that they use a lot of AI stuff on their projects recently. Like,
Yippee!
I knew they had used AI art in the concepting phase and for backgrounds in one of the trailers, but they've also confirmed they're doing it for the code, which I guess is, well, it's not the worst, but it's a little annoying.
It's
You know what I
mostly
mean?
like generative like AI art. That's the problem. Like, because I,
Yeah,
I
but
use
it's also
AI
like
to like get homework done and organize information. Like I'm not afraid to admit that because like that it helps. It saves time.
I use it for Google searches
It's
and
my
nothing
Google.
else. Because it pops up and I don't know how to turn it off. And so every once in a while it provides a good link that I can click to actually read. But
Right.
it's
I think it's
the
important
things with
to
Layton.
yeah.
Oh, continue.
I definitely think it's important to like distinguish the differences between AI though. I know a lot of people hear the word AI. It's like die, kill yourself, get out. I think there's differences because I use it to organize information. But yeah, Professor Layton.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the last bit about AI. Like with Layton, I like there's not even much the AI has to do. It's not a very complicated built game. And it's like they did say it was mostly being used for the code recently, which is like that. I mean, it makes sense because listen, I had to learn to code at the end of the school year for a project on Unity. I wanted to tear my fucking eyes out. If I wanted a robot to do it, probably should have done it. But I value my academic integrity. But can't say I actually blame them on coding specifically. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you know. But with Layton, I want to get around to at least being one of them before the new game comes out because it actually looks pretty good. You know, the new
Yeah.
World of Steam looks neat.
Yeah. So this next one, I tried to like I actually have a bunch of RPGs I need to get to. But I picked this one out of all of them because I think this one's notable because this is like a brand new franchise. This is like I'm dipping my toes into Final Fantasy, and I feel like that's a huge step for me.
Oh, finally!
Yes. Final Fantasy X specifically. I got it on the Switch.
Holy shit! Wait, what the fuck? That was literally my 6th choice from the backlog that I kept off the list.
Yeah.
That was because I've been Final Fantasy X physically. I got it for $5 from Walmart on Black Friday years ago, and I haven't gotten around to starting it yet.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's the game with the Titus ha 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 ha. You've
Yeah,
all seen
he's
it.
on a trading card now for Magic: The Gathering.
That is fucking
He's
crazy.
Dude, have you seen stuff from the Magic Final Fantasy set? It's really fucking cool. But continue.
Yeah. Obviously, I can't say much about it, but I want to get into it. The problem is Xenoblade Chronicles X just came out. I think you actually saw my tweet about that today, but like that game is
I did.
fucking slog right now. It's actually insane. It sucks because I keep putting it off because things keep happening, right? Xenoblade X, in the next month, the Switch 2 is about to drop. So it's like, it's just one of those games where like I'm so excited to get to. I need nothing to happen in the world for like a month or two. The problem is that that's very unlikely. Just considering I'm into a lot of things. as well as like playing a lot of games as well. It's unfortunate. It's just sitting there. I'm looking at it right now across my room. You might hear my voice like turn away because I'm looking at it in the shelf. It's staring at me. I see you, Titus, and your girlfriend. I'm gonna play you one day. Just give me a few. Yeah. Oh my
I know
God.
10 is generally considered like, hey, if you want to start with Final Fantasy, you either start with the new one, you go for 14 if you want an MMO, you start with 6 if you want old stuff, or you go 10 if you just want a good fucking RPG.
Right.
That just gets the gist. Like, usually, as far as I can tell, 6, 10, and 14 are generally considered the starter games. Please correct me if I'm incorrect in the comments.
I mean, well,
But,
7 as well. I mean, also Integrate's coming to the Switch too, which I'm probably
The
gonna
thing
pick
is
up.
with 7 is that a lot of people are like, okay, this is one of the best games, but it's not like, I guess, a whole representative Final Fantasy, especially with considering the remake is ongoing. It's like, do you want to invest in that if you can't play all 3 games? Like, it kind of has that little barrier to entry there. Though I heard the original PS1 game still kind of holds up, but it's obviously got PS1 jank. So,
Right.
it's not like SNES perfection, or like, because I guess this is kind of a hot take on my part, but I don't think games really started getting to the modern age. I know it's considered retro now, but very specifically that PS2, GameCube, Xbox generation, as I think when games started getting their modern sensibilities. Because that was after the 3D jump jank, and then things started smoothing out. So that's kind of where 10 falls chronologically, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's the earliest modern game, I guess. Isn't that also the last fully turn-based one or something? I don't fucking know.
I couldn't tell you. Like when I say I'm dipping my toes into Final Fantasy for the first time, like yeah, I couldn't tell you a damn thing about it.
Yeah, 10 is the last one because 11 was an MMO, 12 and 13 were kind of like not action games, but they were like real-time RPGs, not like an RTS, but it was kind of weird. And then 14's MOBA, 15 was back to action-ish, and then 16 is just a fucking character action game. I don't know what the hell they were cooking. Yeah, 10 was the last one. Huh. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've gotten many recommendations for 6, and I will get to them eventually.
Right. Well, it's kind of weird because I stole a game that you weren't going to put on the list. But what's your next one?
That was my next one is it was actually something different, but I'm bumping this up. Xenoblade 1 and 3.
Oh my God, you didn't forget!
I did not forget. I actually brought both copies to college with me, and I just never had time to start them. I literally had them with me the whole fucking semester, and I started Xenoblade 1 ages ago, and then Persona 5 Tactica came out I got delivered it literally the next day. So it's like, I got distracted from that. The thing is, it was interesting. It didn't really, grip me. But I want to get around to 1 and 3 eventually. Why is 2 not on here? Because I bought both 1 and 3 already, and I'm not fucking buying 2 until I finish 1. The 2 just isn't counted.
Yeah. Well, also, I mean, you've stated you didn't even want, there's so many low lows to 2 anyway, so it's like, yeah. I don't
If I get fully hooked by 1, I might give 2 a go, or 3 is it's kind of a Persona situation where it's like, I was so hooked by 5 that's like, fuck it, I'll play the games that are generally considered not as great as 5. Like 3 Portable, for example, where it's like, it's a good game, but it's not considered as good, you know what I mean? It's like, if I get hooked that hard, I'll get around to 2 eventually, but I gotta play 1 and 3 first, which time has been gradually slipping away.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all I have left on 1 and 3.
Yeah.
I'll get to it.
I hope you do. I mean, obviously, I'm biased. Really good games and whatnot. I want to replay 3 pretty soon because 3, I kind of played it and then moved on in my life. It's a great game. I just it didn't hit as hard. It didn't stick around as long as 1 and 2 did for me. So it's kind of weird. I want to give it another shot. But we'll see. We'll see when we get around to that point.
I mean, that's kind of what happened with Persona 3 for me. I finished Portable. I was like, well, that was pretty good. And then I finished a Reload, and I was like, oh my fucking God, I get it. So sometimes a playthrough just a different way can be a big shift in perspective. So get around to it eventually. Just finish your other fucking games first.
For sure. All right. I'm gonna be real. I'm like looking around for games that I want to play next because I didn't make a list.
This is why you're supposed to make the
Dude,
list.
it's all good because you know what? My little eye spots Stardew Valley, and that's another. It's another game. You know, it's like your Animal Crossing or your farm simulators, but it's like the farm simulator of all time. Um, I want to play Stardew Valley. I have friends who play Stardew Valley. It's another one of those like when I was talking about Project Sekai earlier. It's one of those games where it's like when I start playing this, I'm opening up a rabbit hole for all my friends to just like jump in and be like, "Oh my god, you're finally playing this! Suddenly, I want to talk to you more now." Like, I really do want to play it, but also like the stars have to align for that game. It's like Minecraft as well. It's gonna eat away a whole like month or two of your life, and so
What I hmm, mm-mm.
is it not?
I don't know. So I understand that Stardew is one of those games that if it hooks you, but I started Stardew on Switch. I didn't like it at all. I
Interesting.
I don't know if I just don't fuck with farming sims, or maybe it was just because the Switch control scheme where like fake mouse is god fucking awful. But it's like I don't know. I just didn't like it. I know if it grabs you, it grabs you, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Didn't
but
really give a
it's
shit.
got to grab you, or else the gameplay loop is not gonna work. I assume.
Yeah, it's if it grabs you, it gets you. And I've been meaning to, I guess, give it a shot with stream sometime because I found out there's actually a lot of Pokemon mods for it. I'm like, oh, that'd be fun to raise a little Pokemon farm for like a stream or two. But it's like, yeah, yeah. That literally reminded me to scroll through my Steam library, and there's so many more games I didn't include on here. But anything else to add on Stardew or?
Not really. Like, I just want to play it because I know I have people. Like, it's kind of the same thing with what did I bring up earlier? Fuck, what was my first one? I'm so stupid. Oh my god, I forgot.
This is why we make a list.
Yeah, it's just like my first one where it's like when I start getting into it, like then like people are gonna talk to me and like
Yeah.
it's gonna be huge, and I just have to wait for stars to align and stuff. Just with a lot of these, I need stars to align for them so I can play them. Yeah, I wish I made a list. What's your next one?
Yes, my next one is Sonic Unleashed. So for those who don't keep up with Sonic stuff, Unleashed was locked to the, previous generation of consoles, Xbox 360 and weirdly like PS2 versions and stuff. And it was one of those games that fell in the category of there's no really great way to play this. Because the game was wrought with like lag and stuff, and eventually, somehow, it was on backwards compatibility for Xbox One, and then later got enhanced for Xbox Series. And the Series version, first version of the game released that didn't have abysmal lag at certain stages. Even the Xbox One version had stuttery at times. And I was like, specifically before Sonic X Shadow Generations came out, I was like, fuck, I have this craving where I need to play a Sonic game right now. But a lot of the games fall in the category of, I feel like I've already played most of it, like Sonic Adventure 2, for example. Literally on the last story of that game, and I got stuck because of how weird that first level is with the mech. Just never ended up finishing it, but I still played most of the game. Like, and then there's ones that I just straight up don't want to play, like a lot of the handheld ones. It's like, listen, Sonic Advance 3, I promise you're a good game, but you're not what I'm looking for right now. I was like, I need that 3D boost Sonic, and I've already fucking played all of them. Except Unleashed, and then so I caved and I bought it on the Xbox One. I played it a bunch, and then I moved out for college at, the end of that summer. And I didn't bring my Xbox with me, because I only needed it for one fucking game. I'm not going to waste space on that.
Dude, I mean,
So-
all the more reason Xbox is dying. Like,
I know, right? But, Sonic Unleashed was the only game I really wanted to play on Xbox. And then I'm like, you know what? I'll get back to it eventually. I got stuck on the Desert Werehog stage. If you played the game, you know which one I'm talking about. That stage is apparently like the hardest stage of the game. I googled it, and I'm so deadass. One of the first results online came up for Bad Game Design Wiki.
that's hilarious.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, I think it was, hold up. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Arid Sans... Werehog. If I Google that, does it still come up? Hold up. Yes! I fucking found it. It's from Atrocious Gameplay Wiki. It is one of the first Google results when you search up the stage. Arid Sans Night Act 1. And it's like, I got stuck on it and I put down the game because I was like, all right, I've had my craving. I'll wait till Shadow comes out. I'm leaving my Xbox here. Midway through my fucking semester, you know what drops? The Sonic Unleashed project for the Unleashed Recompiled project for PC, which ported the whole game to the PC based on the Xbox 360 version with mod support, like touched up gameplay and stuff you can mod in, full PC port, fully like blown and everything. And I'm like, okay, now I want to start playing it again through the port, but I was like almost, I think it was about at least past the halfway mark on the Xbox One. I'm like, I don't want to restart without porting my save. But like, hell do I know how to rip a save from an Xbox?
Right.
So it's like, fuck that, I guess. So I'm just waiting for my brain to unprocess it enough that I want to start replaying the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, horrible timing. But I'll get to it eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But it just kind of got fucked out of it. So very weird case, but I want to mention that on my list.
Yeah. Well, that kind of inspired me
one?
as well. I was thinking about it while you were talking, but like I got a scenario of a game where I started it like 4 years ago. I made a video on it. Somebody
It's Yakuza, isn't it?
It's Yakuza, yeah. No, okay, because it's so funny.
Fucking mile away, I called it.
I can't believe you actually got it. Oh my god.
I was thinking like, what? Like the second you started saying it, I was like, what's a game Cyanize started on a video? But I remember him bitching about not finishing Yakuza.
No, it's actually insane. I bring this up especially because not only did I start it, but one of my moods for my birthday got me Yakuza Like a Dragon on Steam, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
I actually started that because it was free on PlayStation Plus. And I was like, I needed a JRPG to scratch my itch. I don't know what was coming out. I think it was Persona 3 Reload. I was like, yeah, I'll start at that Yakuza game. I heard you could start from 7. It's a good-ass game. I just, got distracted.
Yeah. No, but it's insanely stupid because I have it on Steam. I don't know what happened. Like, they just dropped me in the city. I think I, like, raided, like, the freaking Dojima house, and I just kicked the shit out of, like, Kuzu or whatever. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And then I just stopped. I don't remember why. I wish I could put myself back in my old brain space and, like, figure out why I stopped, but I just stopped. All the more reason I'm kind of happy that it's Yakuza 0 Director's Cut's coming to the Switch, because I feel like that's going to motivate me to play the game. It sucks, because I'm more of a PC gamer, I've noticed lately. But if I have the option to, if I could just bring all these games and put them on the Switch too, I would totally do that. Literally just put Discord on the Switch too, and I'll just be on my Switch constantly. That's a topic
I've got
for another
such a
day.
big backlog of Switch games. I feel like I'm suddenly gonna start playing them once I get to the Switch 2. Like, it's not on my list, but like Pikmin 4. It's like I've been putting that off for so long just because I haven't wanted to play on my Switch. Mostly because my Switch is kind of falling apart. But
Yeah, that too. Yeah, I think the Switch is definitely gonna help with that for sure. But yeah, no, dude, the Yakuza games, like, I want to play them so badly. There's like, dude, that was the same thing with Persona 4 actually. Somebody got me Persona 4 Golden on PC when that initially like got announced and got released on PC. Dude, I only had like 10 hours in it. I did not want to play it on PC at all. But it came out on Switch, and suddenly my tune changed. So I'm hoping that's the same thing with Yakuza 0's Director's Cut. Yeah, the moral of the story here is please do not give me 100-hour games on PC. I would much prefer to play them on a console. Thank you.
more shorter games need to exist, man. I guess I guess just adding on to this, I also not on my list, but it was an honorable mention. Metaphor ReFantazio. I've been chipping away at that game, man. I still haven't finished it. It's so fucking good.
I want to play it.
I'll have these little stints where I play like a shit ton of the game. Then I have to drop it because either like, oh, school came up or just the mood isn't there. Because one of those games where you start playing it and you keep playing it until something happens and the mood has to hit. Like, I haven't forgotten where I am in the game. I'm currently in I guess it's not shown in any of the trailers, I think, but I'm about to get one of the new party members.
Yeah.
I guess it's the part where you're actually on the open seas, if that makes any sense. Mm-hmm. But I'm at like that point in the game, and it's like the game's really fucking good. It's just you gotta be in the right headspace, and I just haven't been able to keep it going. You know?
Yeah.
But on to my actual fourth pick. This is a little weird. I've been on my Street Fighter bullshit ever since Street Fighter 6 came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing all the old games. I played a lot of Street Fighter 4. I already bought that game twice on both somehow fucking 3DS and PC. We played a lot of Street Fighter 5 in the lead up to that game. Street Fighter 6 obviously finished it. Street Fighter 2 played a lot of back in the day. Street Fighter Alpha, there's actually an arcade I've been to a couple times with an Alpha 2 cab, and I played a shit ton on that. And but what's weird is that this one little blind spot with this series is Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. I've just not put time into it at all. Like, I keep meaning to think, yeah, I should get around to Street Fighter 3 eventually. Like, I finally crossed Darkstalkers off my to finally play eventually because my girlfriend got me Capcom Fighting Collection 1, and she got Fighting Collection 2, and I cannot wait to play with her once I get back from Italy. Because it comes out while I'm there. I just want to play Capcom versus SNKs. That's so much to fucking ask. Right. But, oh, no, I gotta go see historical landmarks. Boo, I want Terry Bogard. But yeah, I miss my wife, Terry. I miss her a lot.
Oh my god.
But it's, like Street Fighter 3, I've just barely played it. Like, I've only played it a little bit, because my brother has the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. I played a little bit with him on there, and it's actually at an arcade close to my college. They have it booted up on one of the cabs there. And I played a lot of it. I played with my girlfriend, I played with other people. It's a good game. But I've just never had time to sink into Street Fighter 3. And I want to eventually, because, like, SF3 Third Strike is a fucking legendary game. That is the one that has Evo Moment 37. That's the game that Evo Moment 37 happened. And Evo Moment 38. But it's like, damn. I just haven't gotten around to it. It's weird. I don't know. I've been meaning to.
It'd be one of those things, for real. Dude, I wish I had a grand finale for my last game. But I decided to pick this one because it's another 2-in-1. But, like, I played Watch Dogs 2, and I loved it a lot as a kid. Ubisoft games go on sale a lot. It's actually kind of insane. So I got Watch Dogs 1 and Watch Dogs 3 Legion. I want to play those games so badly because apparently, like, they're two completely different vibes entirely from Watch Dogs 2, and I want to play them. But you know, they're like GTA games, like, in themselves, you know, like, except with more like hacking and like cyberpunk-esque stuff. But yeah, I want to play them. I want to see, because I know, like, so people were like so like polarized. I don't know why that word just came out so weirdly. A lot of people were polarized by the tone of Watch Dogs 2. It's more like comedic and more not as serious. While Watch Dogs 1 is more like, oh, dude, I'm this like killer who happens to also hack things, I guess. And then Watch Dogs 3 is just kind of, I heard a lot of mixed things about it because apparently there's not a main character. You can just control any NPC and make them join your Legion or whatever. That's why it's called Watch Dogs Legion. But I still wanted to try them anyway, just so I can like give my honest opinion on the whole series outside of one game. So yeah, it's just
Watch Dogs. It's just a weird ass franchise for me because it's one of those games that you hear about like all the time. It's like, yeah, Watch Dogs is pretty good, but I don't think I've heard a single person actually describe the gameplay of Watch Dogs or the story for that matter. Just that people played it and it was very technically impressive and that it was good. But it's just like, so it's just a very big blind spot for me with video games. Like, I don't even fucking know what a Watch Dogs is, man.
I mean, it's open world, you hack stuff. It's kind of like GTA, but not as crazy as GTA, not as free as GTA, but it's still pretty free for the most part. Yeah, I don't know. Not much to say with that, I guess. I'm gonna replay Watch Dogs 2 as well because I played Watch Dogs 2 when I was like 13 years old. I'm 21. We're coming up on the Ancient Unk status, so I might as well give it another shot.
I just felt like a shiver go up my spine because I was like, oh fuck, I turned 20 this December. That's not good. Ugh.
Ooh.
It's nasty.
Yeah. Ooh. What's your last game?
So my last game is actually like 30 games. Because it is. I keep fucking buying these.
What? She's gonna say 51 Clubhouse games.
That is. I now have access to it thanks to getting my girlfriend's digital games. So we'll play that once we get Game Share, bro. Trust. But it is as I wrote it down exactly on the list, the entire fucking Mega Man series. I would like to say I own Mega Man Legacy Collection 1, Mega Man Legacy Collection 2, Mega Man X Legacy Collection, Mega Man X Legacy Collection 2, Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, Mega Man Battle Network Collection 2, and I literally bought this like 2 days ago because it was $10 on PlayStation. Mega Man 0/ZX Legacy Collection. I own all of them. That is basically the entire collected Mega Man series. And I own Mega Man 11 separately, with the sole exception of the Mega Man Legends games, and, you know, some other spin-off stuff. But it's like, I keep buying the Legacy collections as they come out, but I always never finish them. Like, I've played half of Mega Man X1, really good game. I stopped when I got to the Sigma stages at the end of that game. I've beat Mega Man 11 for the second time recently, literally like 2 days ago, because I was just needed a short game I could beat before leaving for Italy, and I just felt like Mega Man. So I beat Mega Man 11 after rebuying it on PlayStation. But it's like, I own Mega Man's 1 through 11, and I've only beaten 2 and 11. And I started like half of 5. Mega Man X only played X1, started X4, and X7. Obviously did not get far in X7, and I got stuck on the first stage I played in X4. It's like, I haven't even started Mega Man Battle Network. All of those games are really long RPGs. I bought them both collections.
The Mega Man
on PlayStation.
Or the Battle Network?
Mega Man, the Battle Network game specifically. Okay. Like, because those are long RPGs, and those come with like 2 versions for each of them. It's a Pokemon situation. It's like, holy shit! Like I said, I just bought all of Zero and ZX. That's like 6 more games. And hell, I will probably buy the Mega Man Legends Legacy Collection the second it goes on sale. Just to have the completionist. Because I like Mega Man. A lot of these games I've started and not made a lot of progress in because I like them, but they beat my ass! I really like Mega Man. I won at Mega Man 12. I won Mega Man X9. Fucking hell, I'm never buying Mega Man X Dive Online, but I played a bit of it on my phone. It was passable. It's just, I like Mega Man. I want to play Mega Man. But I suck ass. I got halfway through Mega Man 7. I really like that game. It's a very beautiful game. It's very underrated. But I got stuck on the fucking mid boss between stages 4 and 5. But yeah, that's what my last game is, like 30 fucking entries. Cause it's the whole series.
That is fucking hilarious.
Rant over. Oh, also, real quick, honorable mentions very shortly to Digimon Story Hacker's Memory, which currently falls in the situation of I don't want to keep playing the game because I started streaming it and people weren't fucking with it, but it's been too long since the stream that I have to restart it now, even though it's only like 2 or 3 hours in. But I feel bad if I restarted it. Same goes for Deltarune, weirdly, in that camp. Wasn't on the list, but you know. But I also can't start Hacker's Memory now because the new Digimon Story game comes out probably later this year, very early next year, and I don't want to burn myself out on another like 80-hour RPG before that.
Right.
And also Hollow Knight, because my girlfriend really wants me to play it. It's like her favorite game of all time. Started it, had a lot of fun in the boss fight, but the wandering is just not it on PC. I need to get the game on Switch. You know what I mean? It's a toilet game. No offense. It's a good game, but it's a toilet game. It doesn't make any sense.
Damn, dude, I gotta take a shit. I'm gonna walk around these halls.
I gotta fucking play some Hollow Knight.
That's like a Scott the Woz bit waiting to happen.
Yeah, true. But it's also one of those games that you have to save at specific points. And, God, that is my biggest flaw with the game. If you could just save any time, that saved me so much fucking time.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's a good game. Need to play it. Not usually my thing, but I'd like to play more of it, you know?
Yeah.
I guess Ultra Kill falls in that very specific same scenario.
Oh,
just haven't gotten to it.
Yeah.
I played a good chunk of it. It's a good-ass game. Just haven't kept playing it.
Well.
That's all I can think of. Any last games you want to mention, Zion?
Not really much at all. Me Side and AI to You with you till the end. Both games that are kind of similar. I want to give a shot. Me Side is super popular, so I don't think I have to explain that.
I did hear about that.
Oh yeah, AI to You with you till the end. I heard about this game at a convention. I actually met the creators at Anime NYC last year. Yeah, so it's the same thing as Me Side, except it's a girl that like uses AI generated prompts and like interacts with you through AI. It's like the most creative use of AI I've ever seen.
Finally, a good use for AI, replacing my non-existent girlfriend.
Exactly.
Great, man.
It's
This
pretty
surely
much
will
that.
make the loneliness epidemic worse. I swear.
Yeah, it basically allows for, so basically it means that like every scenario you have with these girls when playing this game, like, and yes, girls plural, which I think is insane. There's gonna be different ones. No two players are gonna have the same experience with this game, which I think is kind of cool. I haven't played it yet, but it's just sitting there. Same with Control Ultimate Edition. I want to play that as well.
I literally bought that for you. You still haven't opened.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't say I blame you.
Yep. Not much else to say. The obvious question of the day, though, for the comments, what kind of games are in your backlog? And give your reasons as to why they're just hanging on your backlog. And maybe give attention to them over the weekend if you're not busy, you know?
Yeah. And gonna throw this out there. If you're bored, play a Mega Man game. Each of like the platformer ones you could finish in a weekend. Just if you need something to play, just play a Mega Man.
Just play a Mega Man.
Just play, especially 11. That game is really fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, my finish time on 11 was 8 hours. Not bad at all.
That's pretty good for a short game. That's pretty good.
Yeah, good ass game. Just don't buy it full price, because wait for it to drop on sale to $10 again.
Yeah. All right. Well, I hate to cut it short, but Oomph is playing Celeste right now, and I know she's raging on the seasides right now, and I need to get her to not do that. So.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, I'm tapping out. I'm going to Italy. Later, guys. Pizza, pasta, mamma mia.
I'm Italian. How dare you?
Yeah, well, I'm Irish. Eat shit.
Wow. Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.